going on? Today we are taking a look at the Jabra Evolve2 85 headset certified for Microsoft Teams. As per usual, we'll be unboxing the device, taking a look at all the included components. We'll then be doing a device overview so you get a good feel of where all the features and capabilities are on the headset. Show you what it's like to wear the headset so you get that look and feel sense there. And then of course we'll demo the Microsoft Teams integration and of course the audio recording through the included microphone on the headset. Before we get to all that, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're not already, and then turn on notifications so that you stay in the know. And if you find the video helpful, of course, I would appreciate it if you threw a like down below and splashed it all over your social media networks. That's enough shameless self-promotion. Thanks for tuning in. Let's take a look at the headset. A couple features and things I want to call out on the outside of the box before we get the headset out of the box. This is the USB-C version. We have active noise canceling built into the device, as you see below. We kind of expect that by default there. 10 microphones built into this headset and up to 37 hours of wireless battery life. That is a long time. On the side of the box, the first three items there we just covered on the front of the box. We see we've got 40mm speakers for that immersive music that you would expect something like that from the over-the-ear headset like we're looking at here. This is meant to be a workhorse, but also meant to give you a really premium audio experience for media as you listen to it through the headset. Busy light visibility from all angles, so people will know if you're on a call or not, and it is certified for Microsoft Teams. Like the other Jabra headsets we've looked at, as far as packaging goes, there is an outside sleeve that just kind of slides right off there. And we get our reminder to download the Jabra Sound Plus app, or Jabra Direct, as we'll end up using on our laptop, so that we can, apply updates and control settings and all that good stuff. At this stage, we can use this little hole here to put your finger in to open the front of the box. And we get our little user guide printed right on the inside of the box here. We see step 1 and step 2 for turning the device on, Bluetooth connectivity, putting the USB dongle onto the laptop, or connecting to your mobile device, or both. Then we've got all of our instructions for using the various components on the headset here, our left and right side. We can see that busy light and Microsoft Teams status is going to show up on the outside of the ears here and over here. We have our Microsoft Teams button that will open Microsoft Teams, access notifications, as well as answer or end a call. The boom microphone on this device is a rather unique design. It folds up into the earpiece itself and swivels in different directions to get the optimal distance from your mouth as you're speaking. You can answer the call by extending it down. You can mute and unmute by going back up or down when you're in a call. On the underside of that boom mic, we've got a mute button there that also activates a voice assistant if you're using one. We've got all kinds of media controls built in here as well. On the left earpiece, we can see we've got our charging pins for the charging stand if you've got the optional charging stand with the headset. We've got a button for hear-through and active noise control, or turning it off all the way, powering the device on or off and pairing it. A status LED is included on this side. The USB-C charging port is included on this side, and our 3.5mm jack. Now, taking the carrying case out of the box only leaves our warnings and declaration in the box, and a quick note about sustainability efforts from Jabra. Good stuff to note. Looking at the carrying case, I always like to make sure you understand and know what kind of case a device comes with. This is a hardened case. It's got the zipper that goes all the way around, but the case itself is a hardened one, and that is important because when you put this in a backpack or in some other packaging with other heavy objects that can shift, it may cause damage to a device if it doesn't have a very protective carrying case. In this case, the Evolve2 85s are well protected, firm outside shell. They are not going to get smashed in a package that has shifting items. As we take the zipper all the way around, get our first glimpse of the Jabra Evolve2 85. Right up top, you'll see we've got this mesh elastic pouch here. We can tuck our cables and things into there when we're traveling. When you first open the package, those cables, however, are located in this little pouched area right here. Got a couple little pouches built in for like USB dongles, etc. We've got our USB cable here, and USB-C on the one side, USB-A on the other. Again, when we need to store them away, we've got this mesh pouch that we can tuck them into up top. We've also got our cable for the audio jack right there, the 3.5mm audio jack cable. And finally, we've got our USB-C dongle. If we pull the little yellow Jabra label off the top, come in for a closer look there, we'll see our Jabra labeling. And this is a little taller. You know, it's not as thin down here. It's a little thicker all the way around. Has a unique shape to it. Makes it easy to tell which one is for your Evolve2 85. For storing that little USB-C dongle, you've got these little pouches right here that it will fit neatly into. Last in our contents, but certainly not least, is the Evolve2 85 headset itself. Now, taking this out of the packaging, you have this separator here that stays attached on the inside, kind of lets us know as we fold our headset up how it's supposed to lay in so that it fits correctly, the top closes, and nothing is smashed or put in the wrong position. So this is kind of our guide, if you will, to show us how to package our headset back up for travel. Coming in for a closer look at the Evolve2 85, we do have some protective strips here. We're going to go ahead and pull those off. They're kind of instructional. They let us know these buttons over here are going to be our volume up and down and our media play pause button. This is on the same earmuff as our Microsoft Teams and call control button. Coming around to the front side of that earmuff, we've got another protective film. We will pull that, and we can see that that film is actually holding our retractable boom mic. So that mute button and that voice assistant button is right there at the bottom of the mic, but we can fold that down. It folds all the way out like this, and then to bring it closer to the mouth, you can then twist it in or back up. So a lot of flexibility in terms of how close the boom mic actually gets to your mouth, optimizing that audio experience. To put the boom mic back up, it will just fold back facing upward, clip into place. That mute button should be facing out. You feel it clip into place, and that is how you can mute your call. To unfold the device, the earpieces will kind of click into place and fold outward. Same on this side, it will fold down, click into place, and fold outward. On this other earpiece, we've got this other protective film here. We will remove that. After removing that strip, the button on the back of the device is our active noise canceling and hear through or turning each of those off button right there. Coming down toward the bottom, we've got our power on or off and Bluetooth connectivity button, as well as a little status LED light below that. And then finally, we've got our charging port and the 3.5mm jack port. Coming around to the very side of the device, if you do have that optional charging pad, you have the charging prongs located right there. Each side of the headset is labeled with an R or an L, letting us know left or right side. Of course, the easy way to also know that is to see which way the boom mic will fold down. It's only going to fold in one direction, and that will also confirm this is going to be your right side, whereas this will be your left side. There is a lot of thought that went into the design for flexibility and fit, in addition to your thick ear pads for comfort and cushion, as well as the thick foam. And this is a really good, nice thick foam for the top of the headband. You've got a lot of give to the flexibility in terms of the headset clamping and where the earpieces connect to the headband. There's even a little bit more flexibility and give there to reduce any kind of pressure from the clamping of keeping the earpieces together. Taking a look at the inside again, this is a pretty thick foam right here. It's even a nice, soft, protective environment on the inside of the ear. You can feel the hardened materials below the foam, but it's a good level of foam to help improve that audio experience all the way around. With a good set of the features and capabilities and an overview of all of the buttons, components, and flexibility that the Evolve2 85 itself gives you, let's go ahead and try it on for fit. Now, right up top here, you'll see we've got our Jabra branding right there. This will slide out right underneath that to extend the earpiece down if maybe we need a little more room up at the top of our head. Generally, I need a little bit of extra room, but not a ton. And these are over the ear headsets, so they should fit nicely over your ears, not on the ears, over the ears, to give you that more immersive, encompassing experience. So we'll go ahead, good amount of flexibility there. And sure enough, these are fully over my ears. Now, I do have little ears, but I think even if my ears were normal person size ears, you would still be able to get them over. It's a good, comfortable fit. Now, I will say, I've got a hat on, Jabra hat nonetheless, but I do not feel like I've got a ton of weight coming down because of a bigger headset. There is a good, generous amount of padding right up top, and you feel that padding on the sides. A lot of times with a heavier headset like this, you can worry a bit about the squeeze inward, that clamping feeling. Not getting really any of that. Now, of course, I haven't worn it for hours at a time, but a lot of headsets that have that problem, you can feel right away that, yeah, this is going to cause a little bit of a tightness over time. Not feeling that at all. So that's my impressions of the feel. It feels comfortable at first wear. And this is what it looks like to wear it. As we extend that boom mic down, it comes down to about here, and then we will turn the microphone inward to where it is facing really close to my mouth so that we are optimizing audio pickup through the microphone. So that's what that looks like as I turn side to side. And that way we've got, some of these larger headsets, they opt out on the boom mic. So having a boom mic on a nice over-the-ear immersive experience, especially one with so much versatility and 10 different microphones, it's kind of an added benefit to this particular headset. So there you go, the Jabra Evolve2 85 look and feel demo. Please ignore this in the middle, and this is what it looks like to actually wear the headset.
Okay, back on the laptop, we've got the Jabra Direct software opened up. We've got our Jabra Link 380, which is that USB-C dongle plugged into the laptop. And as you can see, it detected an update, and it is updating the device already. So once our update is done on the USB dongle, we'll take a look at its settings really quick, and then we will power on our Evolve2 85s and take a look at their settings in Jabra Direct as well. Check it out. The Jabra Link 380 is updated. We show that it's up to date. Very cool. Let's go back out to devices. We'll pop open the Jabra Link 380. We can see that it is ready for Microsoft Teams. We've got Teams open down below, and I've actually already selected the Jabra Link 380 as the audio device for Microsoft Teams. As we click on settings, our wireless range, we've got normal here. We may want to set that to low or very low depending on the other types of wireless signals in the environment. We're going to leave it normal for now. Soft phone. So soft phone integration via Bluetooth. Enable remote call control between your Jabra device and the soft phone. I'm going to leave that on. I want to be able to use the headset to control calls. Ringtone and headset. So do we also want to hear the ringtone in our headset instead of just on the device? Yes, we do. You can turn that off. And then PC audio. When this is enabled, audio played on the PC is automatically going to play in the headset. I'm also going to leave that on because that feels like the natural flow to me, but you can turn that off. Just know. Finally, product information. Here's where you'd come to get all that. Now, with our dongle updated and our settings reviewed, I'm going to come over to the headset, and on the non-Microsoft Teams button side, on the opposite side there, we've got our power button at the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and flick that on. It is automatically paired to the Bluetooth dongle. Now by flicking that on, it should register to the dongle. We see our purple LEDs lighting up there, and there we go. Jabra Direct sees it. And we can see that busy light visible on both sides, so you are visible from all directions. If you're in a meeting, you'll see that. So we'll go ahead and take a look at our updates. Looks like we are up to date on the Evolve2 85, but we'll just check for updates anyway, just to make sure. Comes back, clean bill of health, all good. So now let's go back to our devices. Let's pop open the Evolve2 85. We are ready for Microsoft Teams. Taking a look at our audio settings here, we'll bring this up. We can adjust all of this stuff with our equalizer. I'm not going to mess with any of it, but you could. And then you can go over to your settings, and we got a whole host of things in here. I'm not going to tweak a lot of this stuff, but I want to just kind of show some of it so you're aware of what you can and can't do. You got to answer call by rotating boom arm. So you bring that boom arm down and then you rotate the call to answer it. You can do that. I'm going to leave it on. On ear detection. Kind of one of those important things to where it's some AI built into the headset. It can tell when it's sitting on the desk versus when you've picked it up, opened it up, and put it on your ears and it's actually sitting on your head. The device can know that and so know to be active at that time. Auto resume audio by on-ear detection. This will rely on that first setting, obviously. Mute call by on-ear detection. Same deal. Audio guidance. Do we want that to be a voice, a tone, or none at all? Audio protection. Jabra and their parent company, GN, do a lot to not just bring premium audio experiences, but to protect your ear from all types of extreme audio experiences that may end up coming through your audio device. I'm going to leave it where it is, but there are a couple other options in here to meet regulations in other regions. Auto reject call capability can be on or off. Sleep mode, you can set the time for sleep mode. Boom arm guidance, select the type of guidance you prefer to hear in the headset when using the boom arm to answer calls. Again, that's a tone, voice, or none. You can name the headset. The busy light can be turned on or off. I like the busy light. I don't want that to be off, so I'll leave it there. Sound modes, active noise canceling, hear through surroundings only, or hear through music and surroundings. I'm going to leave ANC on, but those are your options. If we have hear through turned on, you can choose your hear through level in decibels. A mute reminder tone, so Microsoft Teams will already remind us if we're trying to talk when we're on mute, but having a tone remind us might be helpful on the headset as well. So we don't always see that notification on screen. Having that tone might be really helpful. I'm going to turn that on. We can clear our pairing list if we need to. We've got side tone levels, tone setting, enabling the ear cup microphones for calls. This enables you to have the boom arm up while on a call. So it will still access the microphones even though your boom arm is up, letting you have calls without having something in your face if you don't like that. That's it for our headset settings. Coming over to the soft phone, you can either prioritize computer audio or not. And then you've got product information. Once you're all done, we'll click save. Make sure you save all those settings. And that is it for managing our device within Jabra Direct. Now for a bit of a Microsoft Teams integration demo. We've got that Microsoft Teams button right in the center of this earpiece on our right side. Same side as our Bluetooth or as our boom arm. And we have the Microsoft Teams client minimized. It's not up on the screen. We do have it set to use this headset through the device's selection in the client. So now by pressing the Teams button once, we will bring our Microsoft Teams client to the forefront. Push it once, boom, there's our Microsoft Teams client. Now we're going to say meet now. We'll say start meeting, and we'll configure our devices in this meeting. Now, looking at our devices, we've got the integrated webcam chosen. The video that you see of me in the bottom right corner of this recording is being done through the Jabra PaniCast 20. The video you see in the Teams client is just the integrated webcam for my laptop, so that's why it's not nearly as good. We're going to leave that selected. For our audio devices, we automatically have the Jabra Link 380, which is our Evolve2 85 dongle. We'll keep that selected. That is the automatic device because we've set that to be our main audio device for the client. And with that selected, we'll say join now. And I was just prompted in my ear here to lower microphone to unmute. So we'll close this out. We can see that we are muted as a result of that. I will lower the microphone and I'm unmuted. And I can turn this over this way to have a more optimal angle here. As you can see we're in a call. The busy lights from both sides are saying, hey, this person's in a call. Maybe you shouldn't approach them. Red means stop. Green means go, right? So red, don't approach them. They're in a call. Do not disturb mode. If we use the mute button at the bottom of the mic here, we can see that mutes us in Teams. I can also unmute that way. Now I'm going to put my mic, and we're once again muted in the meeting. So Microsoft Teams integration, mute, two different ways, and we get the tones in our ears about being muted or not because of the selections we made in Jabra Direct. So 2 points of Microsoft Teams integration so far. Of course, there are call controls built into this answer button as well. Not only does it answer, but it can hang up the call. So we'll go ahead and hang up the call by simply pressing the Teams button again. And as you can see, it ended our call. We're back in the regular Teams client.
Okay, now to demo the actual audio from the Jabra Evolve2 85. You are hearing me speak through the 10 microphone array on board with this device. Please pardon the infinite background here in the OBS studio. I wanted to prove, that we are indeed recording, as you can see over on the right-hand side here. And that as we pull up the audio settings, you are going to see, hey, our audio is the Jabra Link 380, which is our USB headset, right? Or our USB dongle, I mean. So we're good there. We're recording. That's our audio capture. Our video capture is the Panicast 20, and we've got the display behind us. So as I minimize this, you now just see me with the background of the laptop. But again, you are hearing a demo of me recording my voice through the microphone of this headset. That should give you a good feel for what it's like to be someone on the far end listening to another person use this headset in a Teams meeting or any other call. This is the quality of audio you would expect to come through the microphone there. Again, there's 10 microphones built into this. You can mute it in a couple different ways. I can mute, unmute by pushing that, and of course, toggling this up and tucking it in will unmute again. Hopefully that helps you get a good feel for how to use this headset, what it's like to use it, what the audio sounds like, how it integrates with Teams, and what all the device features are. With that, I thank you for tuning in today. I hope it was helpful. As always, please throw a like on the video if it was helpful. Share it with your colleagues on social media. I humbly thank you for your support. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel if you are not already. I'm not sure why you wouldn't be unless you're a first-time watcher. In that case, welcome. But please turn on notifications so you stay in the know. I hope that we'll see you back here for the next device overview video.